Okay, so for your environment card, you have the Moon card. And the Moon card is about facing the unknown. It's basically bottom line. Let's just say, you don't know how things are going to play out, but you're facing your fears. It's a card too of paying attention to your intuition and your psychic awareness for you Libras. All right. Instead of what she's doing here is she's looking at the pond where there's the reflection of the moon instead of looking straight up at the source and understanding how things are playing out, understanding in any hidden agendas from other people. If you have had issues with others, whether they're in your group or organization or your company, I think that you become aware of their motives, and if they've been envious of you or have tried to take away some of your acknowledgments from other people or put you in a different light. Not trying to be negative here, but I'm just saying this comes up right in the middle of May. It's just to be aware of that and to use your intuition. The moon is all about that. Yeah, you know what is? I picked up my crystal. I have it under, this is what it looks like. I think I've shown it to you guys before, and I'm putting it under the light over here. But when you do use your intuition and you do pay attention to your inner guidance, you're going to see very clearly how this is playing out for you. Some of you, this is a little bit different, but some of you, this is it's coming up as generational from way back. So I don't know if the person who has the issues with you could use some sort of healing or therapy, but I'm getting that this is a generational situation and it's affecting you. But I do see that you end up putting on your glasses, your clear glasses, and not your rose-colored glasses, and that you see things for how they are. And, it's like, I'm not going to, some of you Libras, it's like, hey, it's going to be my way. I think you're going to be paying attention to what you want and your guidance. I don't think you're going to go out of your way to be rude to other people, but you're certainly not going to put up with any BS. Some of you are not. You are just not. Wow. Okay. So good for you, Libras, for standing up for yourself. A lot of times that means not even having to say anything. It's just not responding to what has been projected to you. Okay. Interesting card to come up. All right, the next card is, this is in your challenge position, is the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords reminds me of someone who, it can mean a couple things, actually. Someone who is stealing, dishonest, someone who has had to be very shrewd also. Maybe they're not all the way towards the spectrum, not all the way towards the dishonest part of the range, but they could be in the middle and just have to be very, very shrewd and analytical to make their way out of any circumstance that could be negative, but it didn't go that way. So let's see what this card represents for you guys. It's interesting that this came up about using your intuition. And this guy's very much in the looking back at the forest like, wow, I got out of there. I got my hunt. He went hunting. He got everything he needed. He's going back home, but he's looking around to make sure that everything, what all he did is in place, that there's no more problems. There's nothing following him out of those woods. He's clear. He's good to go. All right. So your obstacle card is at the very basic level, clearing the path for yourself. if the path is filled with debris and you need to do a mind clearing or a health clearing or a spiritual clearing, it's clearing the way for you to be able to move forward. And I think some of you, you've had some obstacles doing that, and some people, some of you financial, looking into my crystal again. But I do feel like that you are feeling more powerful and more empowered than you have in a while. Certainly, probably since April. April was a month filled with, there was eclipses, there were planets going in retrograde. Mercury's going forward or has gone direct. Venus is now getting ready to go direct. And Jupiter's in your first house, which it's, I believe, in retrograde, but at the same time, it is in your first house. So I think that a lot of you are starting to feel that, okay, my life is going to turn around. It is going to feel better. I'm going to start getting the accolades that I so deserve. I think a lot of you have felt like that you just haven't gotten the rewards and the money for the work that you've put out. And this has been an ongoing issue for some of you. It feels like some of you have, and you're doing really well, but I feel like others haven't seen the gold yet, haven't seen the treasure chest of gold is what's coming up, and you're looking for that. But you know what? As I'm turning this crystal, there are going to be opportunities for you. And I think a lot of you are going to have to make some very decisive plans. You're going to have to discern on who's in your life. I think you're going to have some opportunities that people are going to reach out to you, and they know that you're talented. Yeah, because I'm seeing more than one opportunity. So that would make sense with this card. It's about discerning, planning, analyzing, and that may be part of your challenge for the month. For some of you, again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So as always, watch your Moon and Rising as well. The unexpected card is it's called the Horned God in this particular deck. It's the same as the Emperor card in traditional tarot. And this, to me, represents someone who's an archetypal father figure. It can be a Capricorn. So if there's a Capricorn in your life, whether it's it's a sun, moon, or rising, I do feel like this could be a male figure. It could be someone who is in the spirit world and who is protecting you. I do feel for most of you this is a positive figure, but I do feel for a few of you that the unexpected could be a challenge to you. But again, I think you're, not to make this negative, I don't think so. I think you're rising to the occasion of your communications, if that makes sense. I think that you, instead of being nice and, I'll go along with what you're saying, I think some of you are really ready to express yourself, or at least not respond right away and listen to other people before you do that. But you're going to stand up for your own point. Those of you that this feels like they're a challenge to you, this is in the unexpected. So it may be a person that offers you the promotion, offers you a new position, offers you to work with them, a new venture. I'm getting that for a lot of Libras towards the second half, third, fourth week in May, something like that. A chance to do extra work, make extra money. And this could feel like a strong person. Like I said, it could be a Capricorn. And Capricorns, as you know, are very earth-oriented. Let's see his physique is awesome, and he has the animals around him. So he knows how to make things happen. He knows how to live off the land and manifest. So not that you have to do that, but this person is very skilled at what he does. And he's learning more to teach you. I feel like this is a person that could teach you some things, as well as I think they want your knowledge as well. But I don't, again, for a lot of you, I don't think this is a negative situation. A few maybe, but let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of grounding, but there's also a lot of fantastic ideas that are getting ready to come up for you. And it's like manifesting in the material world, what you feel in the spiritual world. It's like combining those two. The number 8, whenever I see an 8 in someone's life path, or they're born on the 8th or the 26th or the 17th, or their life path comes out to 44, which is a master number, or 35, or what would the other be? Again, 26. Then that is the power number. 8 has to do with power, business, manifesting. On the spiritual side, it's infinity. So I was talking about bridging the spiritual and the material together. I think you're going to have the opportunity to do some of the things that you love in life and make money. Wow. I keep getting this generational stuff. This could for some of you be someone in spirit who's guiding you, and maybe you're noticing it, maybe you're not. The energy around you. But I feel like this person can open doors for you. Okay, so in the last card of the month is the outcome, and this is a fantastic card to come for the outcome card. It's a major arcana, so you have the first and the last, and actually it's interesting, this is number 18 and this is number 17. So 17 is the star. This is about the planets are aligned for you. You are the star, Libra. You have, I was talking about manifesting the spiritual and the material. She's standing in water. She has on her wings here. She has a glow over her crown chakra. The star is beautiful, shining on her light and the light around her. So she is doing that very thing. I think you're starting to see that your accomplishments can come to fruition. I feel like some of you are feeling like, all right, I'm finally in the fast lane. I see some of you, like if you think of bowling, sometimes the balls just sort of dribble down the lane, and then other times they go rather quickly. But I think you guys are starting to see some movement in the direction that you want. Let's see what the crystal has to say. For some of you, this is going to be about your relationship, and I think that you're going to see some positive changes. I think that you're going to feel love and understanding of the other person. I think some of you have had to let go of control issues, or maybe another person has had control over you. But I do feel like for some of you, this is a working out of those types of things, whether you've acknowledged it together or not. I think that one or both of you is starting to understand that you don't have to have control over the other person. There's more to this star, though. The star indicates a lot of spiritual awareness. I think some of you are going to honor a new, it could be a new spiritual organization. It could be Buddhism. It could be a different theology. It could be a different religion. But I think that a lot of you are starting to honor your spiritual guidance. I think a lot of you too are learning something new this particular month. You're either taking an online course or a class, and it means a lot to you, and I think it's going to prove in months to come to be very beneficial to you. I think you're going to be able to do a lot with this. I'm kind of smiling because I feel really, really good about it. This could really amp up your public image, your public reputation, or your reputation within the industry that you're in, whether that's whatever, interior design, whether you're a spiritual teacher, holistic practitioner, you may work in the food business. I'm just saying Also, the lodging business. You're taking some sort of class, which I feel like is not only designed to help you with your work, but there's some sort of spiritual enlightenment that you get with this particular course. Awesome. Okay, Libra, let's pull a couple of clarification cards and see what comes up. See why these cards have come up for you. This one feels right. Well, yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, you've been working like crazy and you've been testing your skills. You've been, putting your work out to the world, the marketplace. You know what in the heck you're doing for a lot of you. This isn't an overnight success or an overnight strike it rich kind of thing. You've worked hard. You've worked out, a lot of you have worked out the details, and it's been step by step, maybe baby steps. It's felt like for a lot of you. But I'm noticing in this card, the purple flowers right here. So it indicates to me, again, spirituality, also your intuition. I think a lot of you are following your own inner guidance instead of that of others. Wow, another nice card. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. Well, Nine of Pentacles represents to me happy home, happy family, especially the home department. It could also be, and my mind went off for a minute on that. I was thinking of Homeland Security. That was interesting that came up. But in the home department, the financial arena, the 9 is about completion. So I feel like you're going to start garnering some of this income that you need to pay the bills, to purchase the things that you need in your life, for office supplies, for a new car, or have your car repaired. Whatever it is that you need to continue on with life, and maybe a little bit additional, you're certainly putting in the work and have put in the work. As you can see here, he's standing very confidently. She has her knitting wheel, her knitting wheel, and the children are playing. So they're not a family that has had wealth in the family. That would be the 10 of Pentacles. These are people that have worked and earned for their abundance. All right, Libra. 2 Pentacle cards for the clarification cards. Actually, look, the 8 and the 9. Don't you love it? All right. Okay, so 8, putting in the work, 9, seeing the fruits of your labor. Okay, for a lot of you. And again, if you guys have any questions on this, or some of you may be feeling, well, I'm just not quite there yet. That could be true for some of you, but I do feel like that the wheels are in motion. For most of you, it may not be apparent yet, but I do feel like it's coming. Okay, so we have 18 and 7 is 25, and 4 is 29, and 29 and 17 is 29 and 17 is what? 46? Does that make sense? Let's add this up again. Okay, 17 and 4 is 21, 28, and 28 plus 18 is 46. All right. 4 and 6 is 10. Well, in the Major Arcana cards, 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. You've seen the low roads. You've seen the high roads. You're now on the high side. The Wheel of Fortune is like bing. I wish I had the card. You know what it looks like. Most of you guys know what the Wheel of Fortune card looks like. So the wheels are turning more in your favor. The cycles of life. 10 in numerology deduces to 1. 1 is about your standing your ground, the feeling of I can do it. It's the I. Because 1 is all about me, I, everything. So this is you, Libra, owning your power, owning your skills and your abilities and your talents and who you are. And I feel like a lot of you will see accomplishments, especially from May on towards the rest of the year. It's going to be unfolding.